Okay, so just a heads up, I'm just going to in the chat as well. Sorry for the loud computer fans. If you can hear them, I cannot get them to stop. So it's like, okay. But thanks for tuning in. So if you didn't know, I made a video. Oh, I can't spell. Okay. I made a video last week that was about IATSE, the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, and then all the rest of the title. And they were voting to strike or not strike the vote, like authorization, the crews for movie sets from the 1st through the 3rd. Now, obviously, I did that video before the 1st through the 3rd, so I said I wasn't sure what was going to be happening with them, and I was going to do an update, and the vote is in, so I am giving you the update. Now, I'm honestly really excited about it. Also, sorry if it's stuttery. The Wi-Fi has been like all over the place today. So I'm going to be looking at my screen for some of the tabs that I saved in notes to pull up. So I don't know how to share screens when they're going live yet. But basically, the members in TV and film production voted to authorize the first nationwide industry strike in the entire 128-year history of IATSE. So across the local unions, and this was for the basic and area standards agreement. So the basics agreement would just be the like Hollywood ones, and then the areas that were surrounding area. So there was about 60,000 registered eligible voting members. There are more members in the union in total, but eligible voting members. And there was a 89.66% turnout. So basically out of the 59,478 eligible voters, there were 53,411 votes, which is a great turnout, like insane turnout. And then 98.68% of them voted yes. So over almost 53,000 people voted yes, which that's like insane solidarity. Like the fact that all of those people were like, yes, shows just how serious the issue is and how important it is for there to be this strike. So I'm really happy with that. And that just to me is really exciting. Now, just because the strike has been decreed and like declared doesn't mean that there's gonna be a strike right away. Like there can be a strike. They now have the power to authorize one. But my anticipation and my understanding is they're now going to go back to the studios and be like, hey, we now have the power to call a strike. Do you want to relook at our negotiations and the things we want to happen so that we can make a difference and change the system? Now, let me check which article it was, but there was one comment from the Academy that was saying that they are really hoping there isn't a strike. Obviously, I think that's probably makes sense. And let's see. The AMPTP remains committed to reaching an agreement that will keep the industry working. We deeply value our IATSE crew members and are committed to working with them to avoid shutting down the industry at such a pivotal time, particularly since the industry is still recovering from the economic fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. A deal can be made at the bargaining table, but will require both parties working together in good faith, with a willingness to compromise and explore new solutions. Now, my personal opinion about this is, oh no, my connection is unstable. Hopefully it's still there. I'm so sorry. But my personal opinion about the good faith is that's super annoying because they're basically saying like, to me, they're saying, I think you guys need to like lower your standards because you're asking too much. Like you're expecting too much. Basically, if there's like they want IATSE people to go in with lower standards, and I think that's insane. I hope IATSE people don't lower their standards because they don't deserve it. They are working, valuable crew members who deserve all the rights that they deserve all the rights that humans should get. They deserve reasonable rest periods. They deserve better pay. They deserve to be treated like human beings, like just outright. So IATSE, meanwhile, was like super proud of this and is like saying, thank you so much for the turnout. Thank you so much for everyone's, sharing their stories and really awakening the people to the horrors of the industry. Something really depressing though is like studios are already like trying to plan in advance, but not in a proactive way. So I'm going to read a post I saw on Instagram once Instagram came back to life that I saved from IA Stories, the IATSE story account. And it just like really was hard to see, honestly, for me. So it says this: my boss told us that we'll be working 14-hour days, 7 days a week until further notice. They're trying to push as much work before the strike. What a giant FU to all the crew members. Several productions are doing this, and I'm sure more will follow in the coming days. Basically, they're trying to be like, oh my God, things are going to shut down, so we need to like really crank stuff out. Do they not realize that that very idea of trying to crank stuff out and make people work every single day, 14-hour plus days, is like that's the reason people want a strike, because of these conditions and because you don't see these people as people, you see them as dollar signs. If you are on a set like this, or you're here for a set like this, you can notify the IATSE safety line. It is anonymous and it's toll free. So it is 844-IA aware or 844-422-9273. So you can tell IATSE like, hey, this is the set that I'm on, and they're trying to pull these crazy stunts on us. They're trying to just like exploit our labor even more. And then IATSE can use that knowledge in the negotiating process to be like, hey, to the studios, this is why we need better working conditions, because you're taking advantage of our time and our skills. I was also reading a story about how some editors were coming in and saying like, our stories aren't really read that much, but it like still happens to us. There'll be higher up people who will come in for the afternoon and then leave for a couple hours so they can enjoy time with their family and then come back until midnight. But the lower editors are full time. Everybody deserves like this time with their friends and family. I mean, I'm not yet technically in the industry, but I love entertainment. I love film and TV. But that doesn't mean I'm willing to give up every single other aspect of my life for it. And I don't think we should be expected to do so. So that is the update. Right now, people are still going to work, regularly scheduled. I'm sure we'll find out more as time progresses, and I will keep making little updates. Because there wasn't a ton to say, I just thought I'd go live. I wasn't anticipating the bad computer fan and the bad Wi-Fi. But if there's more to update, I will make a longer video with like screenshots and stuff. I did have the links for the articles and the tweet that I was looking at in my description below, so you can see like the whole article. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time with an update, or just next time in general on my channel. Thanks for all the support I've been getting recently. I know that maybe some less people will leave when you see like I make other videos, but it is like great to just see right now that I'm getting this support, because I know it's not really for me, but it's for the industry, and that is what matters the most to me right now. So just please make sure you're supporting like your filmmaker friends, whoever you know who's a filmmaker, especially on the crew level, because they're the ones who are really getting the short end of the stick right now. And that's it. If you have any questions or anything, please comment them down below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability when I get the chance. Having trouble ending the stream.